What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you concerning, yes, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. WBC orders Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury rematch immediately. This fight raised a lot of eyebrows, bro. Brought a lot of questions, and I know that it would. I'm glad that a sanctioning body like the WBC, because that's the only sanctioning body that could actually, pull rank. I'm glad they stepped in and actually made this rematch because on the way the fight was made, the knockdowns weren't enough for Deontay. Okay, they weren't. So that the rematch should be then, but here's the problem with that. If I'm Tyson Fury, and of course they know this news, I would be more concerned about judges now. You know what I mean? Home school advantage. It's supposed to be a 2-fight deal, right? A 2-way contract. So if that's the case, no one won the first fight. Well, the contract should be in the UK. Okay, I think it was for the UK anyway. The first fight was in America, so then the second fight should be in the UK. And I know what they were expecting. They were expecting, Deontay's group, Deontay's team were expecting to just run through Fury. You know what I mean? I believe that. I think that they wouldn't have took a fight like that if they knew the severity and then they knew what type of determination that Fury had. If they would have had any idea, they would have took that fight with Joshua. Because all through that fight, I'm thinking to myself, like, if this motherfucker loses, he gonna fuck all the money up. And the funny thing about it is, he almost did. So for him to, he got the knockdown in the 12th. So I know what Deontay's thinking, or I'm figuring what he's thinking. He's thinking like, you know what? I got his ass in the 12th round. But next fight, I'm going to knock his ass out and keep him down. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. So I think in the 12th round, because look, he was discouraged rounds 1 through 9, bro. He didn't know what to do. His trainers wasn't telling him shit, obviously. You know what I mean? They wasn't telling him nothing, right? Because he was doing the same shit. So they couldn't have been like, hey, look, you can't do what you've been doing. So yeah, he was discouraged. But I give him credit. He could have gave up. He could have just, you know what I mean? But the things he was doing, he was in the moment of insanity in that fight. He was an insane person in that fight. He was doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and expecting a different result. Paul right hand, left hook. You've seen it so much, you're like, damn. I'm going to make a video and show you guys, in real time, what was happening round after round after round after round. That's why Fury kept putting these rounds in the bag. See, he did that shit too late. He went from rounds 1 to round 9, or rounds 1 to round 8. That's 8 rounds, okay? So rounds 9, 10, 11. So you had 10 and 11 in between 9 and 12, okay? Then he put him down again. Yeah, he got hit hard. He leveled Fury. He bounced his head off the canvas. He did that. But here's the deal. What were you doing from rounds 1 to 8, then 10, then 11? You know what I mean? What were you doing for 10 rounds? The same insane thing. Doing something over and over again, expecting a different result. And it didn't work. It did not work. The question is like, okay, did Fury let off the gas? Did Fury get too comfortable like a lot of people do? Because they see this shit's a walk in the park until his ass hits you. And that's what I believe that happened. Okay? And people say that Deontay Wilder, knocked him out and he had the long count. Look, I don't want to hear no more of that shit because, look, that is up to the referee. I don't want to go through that again. The referee made a cognitive decision. His decision is to take care of the fighter. Okay? He counted and he got up on 9. He got up on 10. But I've seen him do that again and again. That's done. I don't want to hear no more of that. See, he got up, therefore he's supposed to won that fight. Yeah, he didn't supposed to get up, sure. That was a hard punch. Followed with the left hook, then the head bouncing off the canvas. That should have been like one of them Amir Khan knockouts. Real talk. But it wasn't. This wasn't no Amir Khan neither. This was Tyson Fury. And he got up, releasing Fury on Deontay Wilder and buckling him in the 12th round. What would have been so sweet to me if he would have hit Deontay and just kept welling on his ass about 5 or 6 punches. That probably would have just like, whoa, it probably would have been a 9-9 round. Despite Deontay never hitting the canvas, never falling, but you can see, okay, well, if there was 10 seconds left, Deontay probably would have went down. Let's give it for Fury, So, I'm glad that the WBC stepped in. But other questions, where does that leave Dominic Breazeale? Where does that leave Dillian White? Where does it leave these guys? Dominic Breazeale, he's been waiting a year. Hell, he reminds me of Ortiz waiting on Anthony Joshua. Dillian White been waiting behind him, and I don't even know how Dominic Breazeale got there. So those rankings are real weird. There's a bizarre way they were ranked. But I think those guys should fight each other. I don't think Joshua should fight Dillian White. But it really doesn't matter at this point because the Deontay Wilder fight is not happening. The WBC stepping in. So this fight, and it should be ran back. But it should not be in the U.S. I repeat, it should not be in the U.S. It should be in the U.K. Because if Deontay Wilder talks all this and I'll go over to people's backyard like he went to Bevectin, he can come over to Fury's backyard and fight him. Because Fury came to you. He called you out. He didn't have to do that. He could have took two tune-up fights and got a Joshua fight. He could have done that, but he didn't. He wanted to fight you because he figured you were the most dangerous, heavier puncher. But then Fury also knew that he could expose you. He had you figured out from jump. He knew what you were. He told him what he was. You're a one-trick pony, and I'm going to outbox you better than I did Chisora. You will never be able to touch me with my Mayweather defense, my Mayweather heavyweight defense. Those are the words of Tyson Fury. And he damn near was accurate. Minus 2 rounds of getting put down. You know what I'm saying? But he fought his way to a draw. So, yeah, this fight definitely needs to be run back. I'm excited about the shit because, it's happening all over again. Will the build-up be the same? It can't happen at Staples Center. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Let's test Fury's words, too, and see how accurate he is about his own marketability. Let's have it in the UK. And let's let it sell 75,000. Then not only Deontay Wilder will be first known on pay-per-view as an American champ, he can be the American champ defending his WBC in the UK, where the mecca of boxing is today. Okay? So, I look forward to it. Hell, you guys tell me what you think about this particular order from the WBC. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.